Alright, so today I'm going to explain the Wendler 531 program, an actual video here. Now, starting out, we're on squats today. Our weight percentages based upon our maxes is going to be, we'll do a set of 3 at 70%, a set of 3 at 80%, and a set of 3 at 90%. So if you look at the Word document, refer to point number 5 on page 3. That lists the sets. So I'm on week 2 of the Wendler. Now, my squat max, so we list all our maxes. My squat max, as far as my working weight right now, is listed at 335. So my first set is going to be at 70% of the weight. So I'm at 0.5 here on page 3. I'm doing 70% for a set of 3. So that weight for me will be 238 pounds. So I'm just going to sum it up here. 240 and do a set of 3. This is just warm up. Meant to be light. Just get the body loose. And I've done two warm-up sets prior to this weight. Just one for the barbell and one with 135. So we'll do a first set of 3. This is week 2 of the Wendler. Number 5 on page 3. Our first set of 3 is going to be done at 70% of my max weight. So 70%, set 1, go. Set 1. Now, what I like to do is while my legs are resting between sets, I'm going to do a set of pull-ups in between. Now, same thing. These first 2 sets of pull-ups are just kind of light. Just getting my body warmed up for it. We'll do a couple of warm-ups here. All right. Just get the body loose. Now, our next set of 3 is going to be at 80%. So if I time my max, 335 pounds, times by 0.8, that gives me a weight of 268 pounds. So I can choose to either round it up or round it down. In this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and round it up. Usually wait 3-minute break between sets is usually pretty good. You can go as long as you want because it's strength work. So I'm not caring about your cardio. But I like this program a lot because it allows me to work out, get my strength gains, and get them in a short period of time. As I can probably accomplish this workout in about 20 minutes, but still strength. Now when you're dealing with heavier weight, and it doesn't really matter like what the weight is, like say I weigh about 195 pounds. If you get to the point, and yes, Hannah, you will get to that point if you work at it, or if you get to a point where your body weight's a pretty easy squat, I recommend wearing the belt once you go above your body weight. Just a safety thing. I mean, I can probably do this. I can do this without a belt, but why take the chance? So just a quick set of 3 at 80% of 335 pounds. So for me, I've rounded up to 270. I'm going to do it 3 times and rack. And that will be all. Followed by another warm-up set of pull-ups. And it's your choice if you want to round up or round down the numbers. So a set of 3. Here we go. Three. All right. I'm gonna ditch my belt. Some more quick pull-ups. Just warming up still. I don't care what grip you use. Good. Now this last set is going to be 0.9, so 90%. So 90% of 335 comes out to roughly 301 pounds. So I'm going to make it a 300 dead even squat. Let's go ahead and assemble our weight. So I'm going to go ahead, because I'm limited on weight here. This is all mine, it costs money. I'm going to make my squat 305 pounds. Just round it up. Mostly because I'm racking an extra 10. Now this set is listed in the sheet as 3 plus. What 3 plus means is that I'm going for a rep goal. So a rep goal means this is all out. This is the money maker set. This is where my strength gains come from. So I'm trying to rep this as many times as I can, with 3 being the bare minimum reps that I want. So do it safe, like take yourself to the edge of failure, but don't actually fail. You know, like going so hard that, oh God, I squatted so hard I collapsed. That's not good. Don't do that. Just kind of get there, get a good burn in. Try to set a rep goal each time. Double belt up here. And like for me, a good rep goal this week is going to be 4. Now, if you notice the program, the first week I do 65, 75, 85% in sets of 5. Then I do week 2. I'm doing 70, 80, 90%. Week 3, 75, 85, 95%. And I'll detail that all, but just as kind of a visual. And then once I've done a cycle, I bump my squat max to 345 and redo all my percentages and redo the program. So let's go here. Make sure the belt's on, nice and secure. Tight, good breathing. And like I said, my goal is 3 plus. So 3 is the minimum as far as I can go safely. So that was pretty good. That was 7. I beat my 3 plus. Now I'm going to go do my pull-up goal. Now, breathe a little bit. Make sure when you squat, I can make a video on squat technique, but breathe in, breathe out. Really pace yourself. I pause and take a breath each rep. Now, we're going to do pull-ups. Ignore this part of it. I just want you for this final set, do as many pull-ups as you can in one set. record that number. I'm going to do the same. I do weighted pull-ups though. So get a little weight, dangle it, and that weighs me down further. If you can get to the point where you can do about 12 pull-ups in a row, and you'll get there if you work at it. It's possible for anyone, especially like you're only like 25. You're going to start using weight to weigh yourself down. Because if you do more than 12 reps, you're working more on endurance rather than strength. So keep it under 12, but make sure it's a hard 12. So in my case, I've got pull-up goals for this. We'll see how many I can do. Kind of hard, my hands are sweaty too. So 9, that's pretty good. My goal was 8, so that's the best. Now the strength of this program is that it lets you work your top level strength in a very small amount of time. I'm checking my video time right now, and it's 11:35. So I've done a full heavy set of squat, and I've done heavy set of pull-ups, and I accomplished it in under 15 minutes. This works really good for base strength. Obviously, there's more you can do, but this is the basics of the program. Everything after these two movements is auxiliary. And I'll show a different auxiliary we can get into here. Let me pause. All right, looks like we're still recording here. Good. So, our next lift, I've done my squats. I've done my pull-ups. Now I'm going to switch. I'm going back to more pull-ups. The reason I'm doing more pull-ups is that I want to start working on muscular endurance now, so now I'm trying to do higher volume sets. For you, Hannah, it might not be, just like 3 pull-ups might be your max right now. So what you're going to do is work on jumping pull-ups. So I kind of bend down, then I jump, hold it. You're going to do those, max effort set. Then I'd like you to work on deadlifts. I'm going to do a motion called, a faster version of the deadlift called the clean pull, because I want to work on speed. I really want that fire technique in there, so I'm going to train the speed aspect of it. I'm doing just sets of 3, working on being fast. Hannah, if you try these, do it with either Nung or myself there to help. The clean is definitely something that you want to learn at a slow pace. Just watch with someone who knows what they're doing. Just watching a YouTube video and saying, well, this is how you're supposed to do it. It can help, but I don't want you to injure yourself on a fast motion trying to do something that won't here. So I'm just going to do 1 set of each to kind of demonstrate it. I'm keeping my reps all in the 3 range today, so I'm going to do a clean pull. So the clean pull is just coming off, fast, fire. I'm not doing the actual full clean motion. I'm just pulling. This is going to help make my hamstrings faster. So let's do our clean pull. I'm going to do some in walk, snatch, and some in regular grip. Clean pull. Yes, don't drop your weights. Unless you got bumper plates. I have bumper plates. So that's 1. It's just speed. I'm working on that fast reaction. I'm training myself to be fast. 2. 1 more. Just reset, take your time. 3. That's my hamstrings. I'm going to do 3 sets of that. And I'm going to mainly switch over to my pull-ups. So high volume pull-up, Either grip, or this grip, or even this. Doesn't matter. Pick one. Many as you can do, at least 10 reps, endurance training. All right. So I've got 2 more sets to go. I'm going to go ahead and pause film here, and I'll show you the final 2 movements. All right, back at it. So, our final 2 lifts that we're going to do on a Monday, I should stress, like these are auxiliary lifts. The squats and the pull-ups are the most important aspect of this. Do that set of squats, do that set of pull-ups. After that, whatever else is good. This is what I choose, though, for me. So I do squats, pull-ups, as you've seen. I do the clean pulls, and I do more sets of pull-ups, but this time in a higher volume and less weight. Now, our last one is going to be called, probably the most common name is TRX pull, even on TRX. This is another back motion. So there's different levels to this. The easiest level is you're going to grab the rings. I'll show you. You lean back, and then you pull yourself forward, utilizing your lat muscles to do so. Let's go ahead here. I can't do it fully on this because I don't have the weight to hold down this rack. So I'm leaning like this, and I'm pulling myself forward. That's the easiest level. Now as my feet go under, and this angle gets less and less, it gets harder. Until eventually, you want to make it really hard, there's ways to go. You would be hanging like this. And these rings right here, these cost about $30, totally worth it. You'd be hanging here, and you're pulling yourself up. Now the next level of that would be to take a bench, put the bench here, and now I've got my whole weight hanging on these. So I'm here, feet up, pull. And then you can always too, you'll see me do it on my set. I like to put weight on my chest to make it harder. Typically, if you can do 12 reps of something, for building strength, it's probably too easy. Up the weight, so your reps get less and work back up to 12. So these are called lat pulls. I imagine you probably have a machine in the gym where you sit down and you're pulling towards you like that. Same motion. I prefer these because stability plays a huge part. If you're using your body, you're stabilizing yourself rather than having someone try and run it for you. You master your body weight, which leads us to our next movement, the one-legged squat. Now you'll do these movements, max effort, boom, 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 3 sets, done. I'll cut the video after my first set. So the one-legged squat is just as it sounds. You're going to squat on one leg. This is really good because I just worked out strength on my squats. I did speed on my pulls. Now I'm going to do stability. It takes a lot to stabilize myself, and this helps prevent injuries. I've talked to Doug about this one before because it helps as far as like left, right, keeping your knees stable, which is very important, especially like in jiu-jitsu, like what I do. When people are trying to throw, you're tussling. So I need to have stable knees to keep myself healthy. So I'll show this one time from the front. You go on one leg. Your other leg typically can hang out like this. I prefer to kind of fold it over. Helps with my stability. Then you're going to try and go down as far as you can. I'll do once from the front, once from the side. So here's number 1. Stabilization. Now let's go for a side view. Do it again. Now, You need to work to that point. If you can't do one-legged squat, there's progressions to this. I'm going to show you those. The first one, our easiest level, is by utilizing a bench. So what I'm going to do with this bench, and I know you got these, I'm going to take one leg. The higher the bench, the easier, the lower, the harder. I'm going to take one leg, and I'm going to sit. When I sit, I stand. Switch legs, sit, stand. That works the motion. Once you feel pretty comfortable with that, you feel good about 12 to 20 reps on that. The next way you can do it is to get on a rack and have something to hold on to from the top. And you're going to do one-legged squats while hanging on to something. So I'm going here, going down, sinking, up. Trying to pull myself less and less. Now our final progression, the 12 rep rule applies. So 12 reps, next level. 12 reps, next level. 12 reps, next level. When you can do 12, switch. The final one, once you get really, really good, is you can take your arm, put it against a wall, and try and keep as little help as possible. I'm going to squat and just kind of support myself barely. Eventually you'll get to the point of where I can start pulling my hand off this wall or bar, and that'll help. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate one set of myself in action, and then I'll cut the video there. So I'm going to do the lat pulls. Like I said, I like this one because if you're grappling with somebody, you got to pull them in. This works that muscle really hard along with pull-ups. It's what I want. You may have different fitness goals than what I do. Which I know you have different goals, but it's just good basic work. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Do my lat pull sets real quick. So go ahead, get down. I'm going to utilize weight here. I'm going to go for as many as I can. I can do 12, and I'll use heavier weight next time. I have not gotten 12 yet. Nope. So 10's where we're calling that. So we're done with that set. Now I'm going to go max effort squats. Now you can go down one leg all the time, or you can switch legs. I tend to switch legs. You can do half and half too. So this is about balance too. So I'm not really caring about strength. So let's go ahead. 1, switch. 2, switch. 3, switch. 4, switch. 5, switch. 6, switch. 7, switch. Switch. 5, switch. Whew. And I failed. One important note about that, if you're doing these, keep your weight on your heel. So I'm squatting, my weight's back here, driving to the heel. If you go on your toes, you'll kind of lean forward and lose it. So, let's see. That's it for that. That's day 1 of my strength training program. I'll finish out my sets here. The real strength behind what I do, especially like on the squats and the pull-ups, when most people work out, say this is your limit. They'll do like 12 reps, 10 reps, here, but they'll never touch that limit weight. Right now, I am 30 minutes into a workout, and I've gone to my limit several times. It's very few sets, but those sets are designed to warm you up and take you to go past your edge, and that's how you build strength. The overload principle is that when you push yourself, your body is forced to adapt to the stress. So this places that stress on the body in a smart way. That you place the stress on your body, but also you give your body extended periods of recovery to recover from the stress. So the program's designed in that way. So we go week 1 on Monday. I squat, on week 1, I use my max. I do sets of 5 at 65, 75, and 85% of my max. And I'm doing pull-ups in between each squat set. I do my auxiliaries I just showed you. Week 2, I'm doing sets of 3 at 70, 80, and 90% of my max on my squat. Pull-ups, auxiliaries again. And then, week 3, yeah, I meant week 2 last time. And then week 3, I do a set of 5 at 75%. I do a set of 3 at 85%, and a set of 1 at 95%. On my squat, back forth. Week 4, I rest. I take it I still do lifts. I take it kind of easy. Keep it very simple, very just light. Do squats. Don't go higher than 50% of your max. And then I reset. So like I said, my squat max was 335 pounds that I'm using for my numbers today. I'm going to make that 345 pounds, put it back into my number calculations, and restart week 1 again. This gives me a constant stem of progression. If you're not using number percentages of your max, you're not on a good program. Those percentages are tailored to my weight and to what I can do, just like yours will be. So yeah, thank you for watching this extremely long video. Well, not that long, but thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful. And I hope you do it, because this took a lot of time and effort. So do it.